Welcome to Day 54, where we're diving into the fascinating world of the Book of Numbers, specifically focusing on the census of Israel. This chapter marks a crucial moment in the journey of the Israelites. How do you feel about starting with this part of the story?
It's such a pivotal point, right? The Israelites are preparing for something big, and counting the people is part of that preparation. The idea of a census, though, can feel a little dry at first glance, but when you dig deeper, you realize the significance.
Exactly. At first, it just seems like a list of names and numbers, but it's so much more. It's about organization, identity, and the foundations of a nation. The census isn't just a random tally. It's a way to structure the people for what's to come. So, what stands out to you most about the census in Numbers chapter 1?
Well, it's interesting how specific they get. They're not just counting people in general, they're counting the males who are able to go to war. That gives a whole new meaning to the census. It's not about just knowing who's there, but who is ready for action, right?
Yeah, and this isn't just a random military draft. The number of people who can fight, 603,550, is so precise. Each tribe has its own leader, and the count is broken down tribe by tribe. It almost gives you a sense of the scale of this group.
Absolutely. And you've got the leaders of each tribe named too, like Nahshon from Judah or Elizur from Reuben. They're not just numbers, they represent something larger. It's like setting the stage for the roles each tribe will play.
Right, and the specific mention of the Levites adds another layer. They aren't included in the census. Instead, they're assigned a special role to look after the tabernacle. It's almost like they're the spiritual guardians of the group.
Yeah, and that's a really important distinction. The Levites are tasked with protecting and setting up the tabernacle, which is central to the Israelites' worship and daily life. It's fascinating because the census itself, while focusing on the military, also emphasizes the importance of spiritual leadership.
Speaking of that, how do you think the positioning of the tribes around the tabernacle is significant? Each tribe has its place, right? Judah on the east, Reuben on the south. It's like they're all aligned with this divine structure.
I love that you brought that up. It's like they're setting up a literal and spiritual order. The tabernacle is in the center, which shows it's the focal point of the camp. The tribes are positioned around it, and each tribe's location has its own symbolism too.
Definitely. Judah is positioned to the east, which is traditionally considered the place of honor, as the sunrise comes from the east. And they're the largest tribe, so their placement makes sense as a leading tribe.
And don't forget about the significance of the numbers. Judah's camp had 186,400 people, and that's a lot. Meanwhile, Dan's camp, though it's at the back, still has 157,600 people. That's quite the logistical feat, managing that many people and ensuring they all stay in order.
It's mind-blowing, really. It's like an ancient military operation, but with such deep religious and cultural roots. The structure, the precision, it's all part of setting up the future of Israel.
Exactly. And the fact that they had to be so meticulous about every tribe and every person's role speaks to how serious this whole journey was. The Israelites weren't just wandering through the wilderness, they were preparing for something much bigger, whether it was establishing a nation or taking the land promised to them.
Absolutely. There's something to be said about how much planning and order went into their travels. It wasn't random at all. It was a journey of identity, not just geography. The census was a way of confirming who they were, who they would be, and how they would function as a people.
Yeah, and it also laid the foundation for the community. Each tribe had its own identity, its own banner, its own place, but they were all united under the shared purpose of serving God. The military aspect, the spiritual aspect, it all intertwines.
And it's all based on divine instruction. It wasn't Moses or Aaron just deciding these things. The Lord spoke to them and gave the specifics. Everything from the census to how the tribes camped had divine guidance.
Right? And it's incredible to see how these details are not just ancient records. They're a reflection of God's order and sovereignty over the Israelites' lives. Every tribe, every leader, every number has purpose. There's nothing arbitrary about it.
Exactly. And I think that's something that's easy to miss when you first read it. The census can seem like just a bureaucratic process, but it's actually an expression of God's plan for His people. It's all about structure, preparation, and trust in divine guidance.
Yeah, it's almost like setting up a roadmap for their future. The Israelites are about to face a lot of challenges, but they're being given the structure and leadership they need to face those challenges head on. It's almost like God is saying, I've got you covered, now here's how you'll be prepared.
I couldn't agree more. And as we move forward in the story, this structure and preparation are going to be key. It'll be interesting to see how this organization of the people plays out in the coming chapters.
Absolutely. And speaking of that, it makes you wonder, how does this kind of detailed preparation apply to us today? What does it mean to be prepared in our own journeys?
That's a great question. I think it's about understanding our roles, our purpose, and the structure around us. We might not be wandering the desert, but we all have a journey where we need to understand where we fit in and how we can contribute to the bigger picture.
It's all about purpose and readiness. Just like the Israelites were counted and assigned their roles, we too need to be mindful of our own paths and how we contribute to the community around us.
Exactly. It's a powerful reminder that we're part of something bigger than ourselves, and our lives have meaning and structure, even when we don't see it all at once.
Couldn't have said it better myself. So, what are your thoughts on this? How do you see the Israelites' journey and census impacting their future?
It really comes down to that sense of identity and preparation. Their journey is about more than just survival. It's about establishing themselves as a nation that is united, organized, and ready to follow God's command. And I think that's something that still resonates with us today.
I think we've unpacked a lot of rich insights today. It's all about finding order in the chaos and having a purpose in the journey.
Absolutely. And as we continue to explore their journey, we'll see how these foundations truly shape the Israelites' destiny.
Can't wait for the next chapter. Thanks for an awesome conversation. Looking forward to diving deeper next time.
Absolutely. See you all next time. God bless.